Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and today I am starting another reading vlog. Now this vlog, I'm super excited, but there's a little bit of a surprise with this vlog. So I had mentioned in one of my previous vlogs that I am actually going on a trip in August to Texas to meet up with a big group of friends. Well, I've decided that one of these friends in this group, is probably my favorite person in this group, if we want to put it that way. And I am actually making a surprise short trip to Texas before the rest of the big group, and none of them know except for me and the person that I'm going to go see. To give you a little bit of a backstory, I'm in a Discord group with a bunch of gamers, and I met them a few months ago and we all really connected, and they're a lot of fun and they're the sweetest people. And as a group, everyone decided that it would be fun if we all met up in Texas. Now this group has done this before, but I obviously wasn't there because that was earlier in the year. So now everyone is going back to Texas in August for a couple weeks, so we all get to hang out, explore, eat, go to amusement parks, do all kinds of fun stuff, and that I'm super excited for. But I've decided to go down a little bit early for like a little weekend trip. And it's been really difficult for me and this other friend of mine to not spill the beans that I'm actually going down there ahead of time for a little while, and I'm super excited. So by the time this vlog goes up, I will actually be in Texas. So Z, if you're watching this, surprise! It's been really hard not telling you guys that this was happening, but it was so worth it, I'm sure. So I'm actually going to be posting this vlog. It's going to be scheduled to go up probably the morning after I've already gotten there. And then I'll obviously vlog and stuff while I'm there if I have time. So in this vlog, I am going to be reading Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This is a young adult fantasy that everyone on the planet has probably already read besides myself. I'm really late to the game. This came out in like 2017 and I've never read it. I've never read anything by Stephanie Garber that I'm aware of. But I really want to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, so I've heard that you don't necessarily have to read this series before reading that duology, but I was told that it would be a good idea because you'll have a better grasp of like the magic system and the world that you're in. So I picked it up on a whim. I'm actually really surprised at how much I'm enjoying this. I'm on chapter 14 and it's 134 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, it has that magical, almost like Night Circus vibes. I feel like I'm getting to the point where the romance is going to start. We're not quite there yet. I've gotten to where, and this isn't giving away any spoilers, this is told to you in the synopsis, but we're following Scarlett and her sister. They escape this island to go to this once-a-year show performance that's put on by Caraval, and it is hosted by this man called Legend, and she has always dreamed of going to this and meeting Legend, and she would write him letters as a child, and now she's finally having the opportunity to go and do that. When they get to the island, her sister goes missing, and now she's trying to win this game so that she can find her sister. I'm actually already starting to get into this book so much that I'm thinking about the characters and thinking about this when I'm not reading it, and that's pretty rare for me at this point. And it's been a while since I've read a YA, I think, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I am going to continue reading this. I need to get the second and third book. I might just get those on my Kindle because I really don't see me keeping this series long-term on my shelf unless I go and buy the hardbacks if I really like the series. But I'm also, so on my Kindle, I'm also reading Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I started this on a whim when I got Kindle Unlimited. I've seen it all over Book Talk, Bookstagram, BookTube, everywhere. Everyone's read it. I never have because I'm not really a romance girly. I'm not really a Kindle Unlimited girly. But I'm kind of getting into that era, and I'm a little excited, nervous, wondering what's happening to me and why I'm suddenly interested in these things, but it's fine. And I'm really liking Kindle Unlimited so far. There's a large variety of books on there more than I thought there was. I thought it was mainly just a bunch of romance books that, while I'm starting to like romance, that's definitely not something that I only want to read. But I am 129 pages in, and I know this is a very long book, so God knows when I'll finish this, but I'm going to be taking this with me to Texas, and then I don't know what book I'm going to pick to take with me at some point in this vlog. I'm sure you'll see. I'm going to go ahead and continue reading Caraval, however you say it, and then I will check in with you guys when I get a little farther and go from there. Hi guys, it's Sunday and it's been a little bit since I've updated. I have gotten a little farther in Caraval. I'm on page 190 and I really love this book. It is so good. It's so magical. It is definitely a page turner. You definitely want to keep reading to the next chapter because I feel like every chapter ends on like this big reveal or cliffhanger where you're like, oh my god, I have to know what is next. And we've gotten to where Julian and Scarlett are getting closer. And we're starting to figure out what's his name, Damien? Dante. Who Dante is and like what he's involved in, and that he has been part of the Caraval games before and he has lost something and he's hoping that he can win this game to then reverse what has happened in the previous game. And I'm also significantly farther in Things We Never Got Over. Let's see, I'm on page 262, chapter 25, and I can see why some people love this book. It's definitely entertaining. So the only issues that I'm having with it are the cringiness of our second main character, of Knox. He says the same like 4 phrases over and over again, and he's so mean. He's so mean. And we have figured out what him and Nash have been arguing about and like what their issue is, but it's so stupid that they've been arguing about this for several years now over something ridiculous. Like, really? This is what you guys are arguing about? And his relationship with Naomi is just, it's super toxic and not okay. I really don't know how people rate this 5 stars because it's written so poorly. It is cringy at times. I was uncomfortable reading that spicy scene because it just got so cringy so fast. Now I am gonna finish it because it is entertaining in the fact that you wonder what stupid shit Knox is gonna say next, and if he really is ever gonna pull his head out of his ass. You know, what's Naomi and Wei's relationship gonna turn into? It's definitely nothing that I would go, oh my god, you have to read this. It's fine. It's a romance. It has some spice. Like, whatever. I'm gonna finish it, but it's definitely not gonna get anything higher than like a 2.5 star unless it changes real quick in these next like 300 and some pages. And that's another thing that shocks me, is that this book is over 500 pages long. Like, why? Why does it need to be this long? So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. I think I'm going to start with Caraval because it's been a couple days since I've read this. Also, I showed you guys a little unboxing, but I got my new phone case by Casetify. I love it. Obviously not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I love their cases, so I highly recommend. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start reading and check in later. Hopefully I can finish this today. Just in time for my neighbor to start mowing the grass. Perfect. have some thoughts. The person that has just died in chapter 34, I don't think is really dead. I think if she can manage to win the game, I think her wish will work and we will get that person back. If we don't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This book is so much better than what I thought it was going to be, and now I'm very mad that I waited this long to read it. And a lot of people say that Once Upon a Broken Heart is better than this, and I'm just wondering how. Because this is so good. This is so freaking good. Must you be mowing the lawn right now? It is 3 in the afternoon. You're supposed to mow the lawn in the morning. Okay, hi guys, I'm back. It is a little bit later. I packed my suitcase for Texas. Almost everything is packed. There's some things in the washer and dryer still that I need to put in there, but for the most part, my suitcase is packed and I'm so excited. I only have like 3 more days and then I will be in Texas. I did finish Caraval and this was 5 stars. This was fantastic. The world building, the adventure, the magic, the scenery, just the magical feeling you get while reading this. It was incredible. The characters felt so real. The romance in here, it was fantastic. You were really questioning what was real, what wasn't real about the game. Was it just a game? Why are we playing this game? Who is Legend? Who is Julian? Who is Dante? All just everything. I did want to show you some of the other books that I got recently. I ordered the second book, Legendary, on Amazon the other day, and that came in. And then I also picked up Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. This is a memoir. Now, I don't know really what this is about at all, except for I believe the author's mother dies and she is dealing with the grief of losing her mother to cancer. I think is the premise. I just know that everyone raves about this and how good it is, how moving it is, and how everyone should read it. I think this book is going to be really difficult for me to read, but also I think I'm going to also enjoy it as well. As many of you know by now, if not, if you're new, my father passed away from brain cancer about 5 years ago, and I still struggle with that on a regular basis. I like to read books that deal a lot with grief just to see other people's perspective with it and to help me deal with my own grief. So I don't know if this is what I'll take with me on my trip, only because I'm gonna want to annotate and really focus on this, and I also don't want to be just crying in an airplane. So maybe this will be something I read when I come back, or I'll take this with me to Texas on my 2-week trip. That way, maybe when I read it, I'm not here all alone dealing with those emotions. But I did pick this up and I'm very, very excited to get to this. This book I bought yesterday. I have no idea what it's about. I bought it because I thought the cover was weird and I liked it. It's Bliss Montage Stories by Ling Ma. She's the author of Severance, but I've never read that either. I know that there are a bunch of short stories in here, and it says, in Bliss Montage, Ling Ma brings us 8 wildly different tales of people making their way through the madness and reality of our collective delusions. Love and loneliness, connection and possession, friendship, motherhood, and the idea of home. So that sounds really good. I don't know when I'm going to get to this. It's a very short book though. So when I'm in the mood for a short story collection, I have this to pick from. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to start editing this vlog that you're watching and maybe start Legendary. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later and probably right before I leave. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday and the day is finally here. I am going to Texas in a few hours. It is currently 9 o'clock. I don't need to be at the airport until like 1 or 2. My flight leaves at 4:30 my time here in Ohio. I am actually going to be leaving earlier than that because I've never been to the airport like by myself. So I want to give myself an extra amount of time to find a place to park, get into the airport, get through TSA, and then get to my gate. So I'll probably be leaving here around 11:30 because I have to take Mira to daycare so that she can board. So I have to drop her off, get all of that situated, and then get to the airport. So that is the plan. I am going to be vlogging while I'm there. I'm taking my laptop and everything with me. I wasn't originally going to, but I am. I don't know when my next video is going to upload, if it'll be while I'm in Texas or if it'll be once I get back. Probably once I get back, if I had to take a guess, because I don't know how much time I'm really gonna have to sit down and edit. So the books that I'm taking with me, I am taking Legendary. I'm also taking my Kindle, so I have Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score with me, and then there's some other books on there, but I don't know if I'll get to them or not. I'm going to finish editing this vlog, get it rendered hopefully, and then I will upload it when I have the proper Wi-Fi, because my Wi-Fi here at the house sucks. I will try to vlog as much as I can while I'm there. I'll check in with you guys in my next video and let you know how all of this goes.